Hello everyone, my name is Kate and I work at the Dorset Recovery Education Centre. This short video will introduce you to our webinars and show you what to expect, so that you can feel confident ahead of attending online courses with us. The Recovery Education Centre, also known as the REC, is delivered in partnership between Dorset Healthcare NHS Trust and the Dorset Mental Health Forum, a local peer-led charity. The REC co-develops and co-delivers educational-based courses and resources that focus on recovery, well-being and shared learning, bringing together the expertise of peer specialists, lived experience and NHS healthcare professionals' learned experience. The courses are delivered face-to-face in the community across Dorset, as well as online via webinars. Just a quick moment to say that in order to attend any of our webinars or courses, you do need to be aged over 18 and live in Dorset. You will also need to register and enrol with us before you can make a booking. Our courses are available to people with personal experience of mental health difficulties, as well as carers, friends, family, and supporters, including staff. You will first need to fill in a registration form and then complete an enrolment appointment, where you will have a discussion around the courses that you might like to access and create an individual learning plan in partnership with an admissions tutor. So our webinars allow students to engage in online learning, and this brings recovery education to you at home. A webinar turns our courses into real-time learning using a compatible phone, tablet, laptop or desktop computer. Our trainers will talk you through some core content and will be able to signpost you to more resources to further explore and enhance your learning. We offer two types of webinars that we call standard and enhanced. This gives students a choice in learning formats and levels of interaction. So firstly, in a standard webinar, you can see and listen to our trainers discussing the course content. You will see a PowerPoint and the trainers themselves. You can interact with them throughout by writing in via the questions box. As an attendee, your audio and camera will be turned off for the duration. On an enhanced webinar, you will see and hear our trainers and other students alongside a PowerPoint presentation. Students are encouraged to join the session with your webcam and audio on, as this is an interactive webinar where trainers and students discuss course content and learning verbally. On both webinar formats, so standard and enhanced, you will have a host there. They will be introduced by the trainers but will sit in the background, and you'll be able to contact them if you have technical issues that require support or if you have wellbeing concerns during the session. So preparing for a webinar. It's really important that the link you have used to access our webinars is your own link. By clicking into the link and attending the webinar, you are consenting that you are the person that this was sent to. For you to get the most out of the webinar, we ask that as far as possible you ensure there is no background noise where you are and that you have a good internet signal, as this could interfere with the quality for you. So we recommend checking your Wi-Fi connection before joining. Lastly, you can exit the webinar at any point. If you choose to do so, we would be grateful if you can message the host to let them know that you are leaving. So technology can be a concern for lots of people, and hopefully by looking at what you can expect to see on screen, this will help reduce some worries. We'll start with standard webinar. On screen you can see features that you would expect to see, including a PowerPoint presentation, a control panel on the right hand side, and the trainer's webcam at the top. On the control panel, there will be a space to type into the questions box and a raise hand function. This will be where you can interact and how you can get the attention of the staff. If you join a session slightly early than the start time, your screen will look similar to this and display the title of the session, so you know you're in the right place. You will not see the webcams yet, but the trainers will appear once the session has begun. And this is what it might look like for you on a laptop. The interface is similar for a smartphone, as you can see, but your features will be slightly different. You may need to swipe across your screen between the PowerPoint and the webcams, and this may also differ between orientation of your device, so whether you are holding it in portrait or landscape mode. It is also worth noting that it may look a little different depending on whether you're using an Apple or Android device. Trainers will always ask you to raise your hand at the start of a session on a standard webinar, and that's to check that you can see and hear okay, and we can highlight anyone that might be struggling with technology. You'll see a questions box at the bottom. It may be slightly different or somewhere different on your screen depending on your device. You can also see an exit webinar session too. Again, the features are very similar for an iPad or tablet, just in different places on your screen. We have found that some iPad users have trouble seeing both the PowerPoint and the webcams at the same time. However, if you have the screen in portrait mode like this device, it should show you both. You can select more to find the hand raise function here and some other settings. Again, there's a questions box to type in your interactions, and both the PowerPoint and the webcams will be seen. Moving on to enhanced webinars, this is where you're able to have your webcam and microphone on too and can interact verbally with the group. You should see everyone's names next to their webcams too. We have a chat function here, but we ask you to only use this to contact the host. This is what it might look like for you on a laptop. Next to smartphone, again very similar. When someone's webcam is off, it will show you their initials like here, where H stands for host. You will find further settings and options under more, and you can also see a red cross for leaving the session. Again, we have a chat box up here. And finally, an iPad or tablet for enhanced webinar. These examples aren't exclusive of all types of device available, but hopefully this has helped you to understand what GoToWebinar and GoToMeeting may look like for you on your chosen device. Here are a few troubleshooting suggestions that I've put together that you can try if you run into trouble accessing a webinar. 1. Testing out the software beforehand and/or downloading the app. 2. Checking your internet connection. If your internet is struggling, the audio may be slow or delayed and the webcams may freeze or jolt, which can make for a difficult experience. 3. Leaving the webinar and trying to come in again. This does often help to resolve some issues. 4. Using headphones. Audio does sometimes take a while to connect though, so please be patient. And 5. Checking whether your app or your device itself needs an update, because this can limit features or cause things to run slowly. You can also call the office to seek advice from the team if things aren't working and you've tried these. Trainers and hosts will always do their best to support you to access the webinar, but it's worth remembering that sometimes we can do all we can to resolve a tech issue and for some reason it just doesn't work as we would like. This is okay and we all experience these moments with technology. Please be assured we will support you to access a course in the best way we can. We do also have a live webinar session of this introduction to webinars, so you can come along and test your own device and the software in real time. You will need to book onto this session through the office as you would any other course, but we'd love to see you there if you're still worrying after this. We really enjoy hearing from you and about your experiences with the REC, and we value that student voice. Your feedback can be related to your experience on the webinars or course, using our resources, or about content and topics that we cover. This feedback really helps us to plan our offers to ensure that we are providing what people are asking for and implementing changes where necessary. We also have an array of online learning options for you to explore, and these can be found on our website in the Learn Online section. You can download and complete these in your own time and are available to anyone. Please contact us if you're struggling to access any of the resources that we have online, as we can also post you paper copies of the workbooks on request. Thank you for watching and listening to this video, and I hope it helps you to feel confident to access online learning. Please use the QR code or contact details on the screen if you would like to find out more about the Recovery Education Centre. Take care, and we look forward to seeing you on our webinars in the future.